Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. It's going to be another top 10 list. And to be honest guys, I wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. Something that will always have a place in my heart. And that is Pokemon. So obviously I grew up at a time where, Pokemon's obviously a huge thing at school. Everyone had the games, they had the cards, they had the merchandise, they had the movies to watch the anime. It was a huge thing, it was a craze. Everyone was on about Pokemon, everyone went crazy for Pokemon. And if you didn't like Pokemon, I guess you weren't cool or something. But everybody seemed to like it. I don't remember any kids that said they didn't like Pokemon. And of course I was no different either. I was crazy about it as well. I watched the show, I had the games, the cards as well. Not so much as like other people. I remember like kids in school had like tons and tons of women cards. I couldn't really afford them. I think it's like £3 or £4 just for a pack of 8 cards maybe. Really bloody expensive, so getting them was like few and far between. But I did still, collect them to a certain extent. I had a Pokeball with a rubber Psyduck in it. I think you got like a Pokeball with like sweets in it, and you got like a little ornament inside. I don't know how many different ornaments there were, but mine was a Psyduck. So, and that was an interesting little story. I don't know what happened to that. I also had like a little plastic like Meowth figure thing. I had like an on and off switch at the back. You turn it on and every time like something like makes a noise, Meowth just starts saying like, quotes from like the anime and stuff. Like, Meowth, that's right and stuff. So I had that. But anyway, I might do like a whole separate video another time, talking about my experiences with Pokemon as a kid. Some of the crazy stuff that I used to do. I used to make my own Pokemon. I used to have like a blank jotter pad and I used to like create my own Pokemon and stuff. Yeah, it was bloody crazy guys, Pokemon was just huge, And still to this day I don't have the cards or the figures and that anymore, but obviously I've still got my original Game Boy Color, which still works. The Pikachu edition. And Pichu, I guess. Baby Pichu. See, it doesn't have the battery holder. Sadly that broke off. I mean, the screen does have like quite a few like scratches and stuff. But to be honest guys, the amount of time I played this, when I was younger, I used to take it outside and everything. I'm surprised it's not in, worse condition than what it is. It was massive. I used to take it everywhere, And obviously the first games that I got were, of course, Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Silver, and Pokemon Yellow. They were my first 3 games. I think Crystal was the first one I played. Obviously these all came with the original packaging and stuff, which I don't have anymore. And then later down the line I got the trading card game and Pokemon Red. So yeah, still got them. To be honest guys, I'm probably never going to get rid of them. I know, as the years go on they'll probably get more and more, rare. And people are looking for them, they'll probably get quite pricey. But to be honest, I don't think I'll ever get rid of them. It's always going to be like a part of me. It's like a part of me I can't let go. Just one of those good things to have. But anyway, guys, yeah, let's get to the actual top 10 list, shall we? I don't think I mentioned, but this is only for the first generation of Pokemon. I might make a second video, top 10 Pokemon from the second generation. But again, like I say, I'm more familiar with the first generation. I think the second generation will probably be easier to choose, 10 for the list. But this was hard, man. This was really, really tough. There was like 5 or 6 that were solid, definitely going to be on the list. But then there was like 4 that was kind of like, and trying to like choose the last one, it was just so blooming difficult. So yeah, these are in no particular order. I mean, I've got a top 3, like favourite Pokemon of all time, which, was solid even before I made this list. But the rest are in no particular order. These are just my 10 favourite, So I'm basically just basing this list on, like design, personality, because yes, Pokemon have personalities from what I can remember. They've all got their unique personalities. So that's a few things we're basing it on. So it doesn't matter if they're weak or strong. These are just my 10 overall favourites. And the only real rule I've set myself is only 1 Pokemon per evolution. So if I've put Muck on the list, there'll be no Grimer, because Muck and Grimer's like on everybody's list, I'm sure. So yeah, just 1 Pokemon per evolution, which made it difficult for a couple of these, but overall not too bad. Okay, so we'll go with the first one on the list, and that is Ninetales. Now this was a last resort. This one just made the list. This was like my last one to go on the list, basically. I had like 5 or 6 Pokemon I was kinda tied between. Really had, difficulty choosing. But I've went with Ninetales. Overall, I just think Ninetales has a really cool look. I also like Vulpix as well, but overall I do think, Ninetales is overall the better designed, in my opinion. Yeah, what can I say? It's a fox. It's really cool. Cool fire type Pokemon. Probably my favourite fire type, maybe? Could be. Yeah, what can I say? Overall, just really like the design of Ninetales. Next one on the list is Butterfree. Yeah, real big fan of Butterfree as well. My favourite bug type, I would say. Yeah, just a really cool Pokemon. I like Caterpie as well. And then he gets downgraded to a Metapod, but then obviously the final result is of course Butterfree, which again, just absolutely fantastic. Butterflies are cool. I like butterflies in, reality, so I'm obviously going to like a butterfly type Pokemon. So yeah, Butterfree is just a really cool, bug Pokemon. Caterpie was, I believe, the first Pokemon that Ash ever caught, using a Pokeball. And I don't think he had it for long, as a Butterfree. I think he, obviously the episode came where it was Bye Bye Butterfree, and ended up releasing it, which I can always remember being a really sad episode, since it was his first ever caught Pokemon, and released it. Yeah, it was just a really sad episode from what I can remember. Might have to try and watch that at some point and go back and, relive some memories. But yeah, that was a really sad episode from what I can remember. Bye Bye Butterfree. And yeah, overall, just like I say, ever since that, I've really liked Butterfree as a Pokemon. Just again, really cool bug type. The next one on the list is Pidgeot. I believe I'm saying that right. I used to always call it Pidgeot, but I think it's Pidgeot. I think that's the way you're supposed to say it. But yeah, Pidgeot's one of those rare cases where I like every single evolution of it. I like Pidgey, I like Pidgeotto, and I like Pidgeot. They're all really cool. Who doesn't like Pidgey, man? Pidgey's awesome. Yeah, in my opinion, it just gets, better and better as it evolves. I believe Pidgey was the first bird Pokemon that was ever seen in the anime. Could be wrong, but I have like a vague memory of it being like the first bird Pokemon that was ever shown. It was either that or Spearow. Little douchebags. Guess who's not made the list with his Spearow, man. Yeah, it's either one or the other. I can't really remember. But yeah, what can I say about Pidgeot? It's a big bird. It looks really cool. Always used to have it obviously in the Pokemon games. It was always good, to fly around all over the place. It was always my, number one choice for bird. It's probably my favourite bird Pokemon of all time. Maybe. Yeah, could be. Yeah, what can I say? Pidgeot, really cool bird type. Okay guys, it's time to rock and roll because the next Pokemon on the list is Onix. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of rock type Pokemon. I don't really like, spoiler alert, I don't like Geodude or that, so they're not going to be on the list. I don't like Geodude or Graveler or Golem. I don't know, just not really big into the rock types, but Onix is really cool. Always had a, soft spot for Onix. Onix is blooming awesome. I mean, that's another episode I really remember, quite well as a kid when Ash, fought Brock. His first ever gym battle, and as soon as I seen Onix, I was like, whoa, that's a blooming cool Pokemon. You've got Ash with his little Pikachu, and you've got this giant blooming rock snake. It looks so bloody awesome. Yeah, ever since that moment, I've always really liked Onix's, design. Really cool, pretty damn strong Pokemon as well. And Pokemon was real, Onix would be a great Pokemon to have. You could scare everyone away. Just get your Onix out and people would run a mile. I know I would. But man, it'd definitely be on the list, of most intimidating Pokemon. It's huge, man. It's crazy. But yeah, Onix, what can I say about Onix? Really cool. I also remember the episode with the Crystal Onix as well, which I believe was season 2. Yeah, the Crystal Onix, that was really cool. It's basically Onix, but Crystal version. Really bloody cool. Great design. Yeah, what can I say? Love Onix. Onix is awesome. Okay, so the next one on the list is Articuno. I think I've spelled that wrong, but anyway. Yeah, Articuno. One of the legendary bird Pokemon. So yeah, this was another really easy one to put on the list. Just really like Articuno, I like Moltres and Zapdos as well. I mean, they're alright. But in my opinion, nothing compares to Articuno. Articuno is definitely my favourite of the legendary birds. I'm looking at the design, it just looks so blooming cool, you know, and I love ice and snow, so I'm obviously going to love an ice type Pokemon, you know, so yeah, Articuno, really, really cool. I don't know if it's my favourite bird type. Again, like I say, I really like Pidgeot, but you know, Articuno, absolutely badass Pokemon, really, really like it, great design, and yeah, definitely on the list. Next one on the list is Mewtwo, the edgy Pokemon. So yeah, what can I say about Mewtwo? Mewtwo is badass, really, really badass design. And you know, as a kid I absolutely loved Pokemon the first movie. I used to watch it so many times. Probably not a good movie. You know, a lot of people really, really hate it from what I've heard. Because I've not watched it for many, many years. It's probably not, looking back, it's probably not great. But who knows, I might watch it at some point just to, you know, to bring back some memories. And then, you know, to see if it's as bad as people make out. But I loved it as a kid. To be honest, guys, as a kid, I didn't actually like Mewtwo. And, you know, Mewtwo was like the villain of the first movie, and I thought it was, you know, a bit of a douche. You know, I probably didn't think of the word douche at the time. I probably just thought, he's not very nice. You know, the equivalent of a douche. So yeah, I didn't like him at all. But looking back, I do see why they made him the villain. I mean, Mewtwo is basically a clone from Mew. They use, I think it's Mew DNA or something to create a clone. The scientist guy, so they create Mewtwo. And then I think something about, I think Giovanni's in it, the head Team Rocket guy. And I think he's something about being partners with Mewtwo. And he ends up going with Giovanni and, you know, being partners with Giovanni or something. And then he ends up saying something like, you were created by humans to obey humans, you'll never be our equal, or something like that. And that's when Mewtwo like snaps. He's like, you know, all humans are evil. You know, I'm no slave. You know, I stand alone. I'm going to be edgy. I'm going to destroy the world, you know. So I can definitely see why they made him a villain. He's definitely, to be honest, he actually sounds like a really, really interesting, you know, villain. You know, he's got motive, you know. So, yeah, how they can turn that into a bad movie, I don't know. I'm telling you, I need to watch that movie. I need to review it. But anyway, we're going off topic of the woman character, or the Pokemon, I should say. So yeah, Mewtwo, what can I say? Great design. You know, he's obviously psychic powers. He throws shadow balls at enemies. Just a really, really cool Pokemon, and the fact that he's basically a good villain in my opinion from what I can remember. Yeah, he's made the list. Next one on the list is Lapras. Who doesn't like Lapras? I mean, look at that face. It's so cute. It's so cute. I guess they're trying to go with like a whole prehistoric dinosaur kind of thing. And they come up with this. Really, really cool design, really like it. From what I can remember, I wasn't really a big fan of the second season of Pokemon, you know, the whole Orange Island thing, but obviously you got introduced to Lapras. I mean, there's just nothing really bad I can say about Lapras. Lapras is just absolutely awesome. You know, this was always going to be on the list. This was a really, really easy one to put on the list. This would be right up there, like in top 5 or top 6. Just a massive fan of Lapras. Yeah, Lapras, so bloody cool. And that brings us to the final 3, guys. And I did say I've got an order for these because these are my 3 favourite Pokemon of all time. Yeah, this was a really, really easy 3. To be honest, guys, these are just absolutely amazing. These Pokemon are just, like I say, the best. In my eye, the 3 best. So at number 3, we have got Bulbasaur. Yeah, what can I say? Bulbasaur is absolutely amazing. Really, really good Pokemon. And you know, out with Charmander, Squirtle and Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is easily my favourite. Big fan of Ivysaur as well. Venusaur, maybe not quite as much. You know, definitely prefer Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. I'd say probably Charmander's probably got the best, you know, final evolution with Charizard. But yeah, Bulbasaur is just amazing. From what I can remember as well, Bulbasaurs have, you know, quite a lot of personality in my opinion as well, especially Ash's one. From what I can remember, Bulbasaur always came across as, you know, quite a proud Pokemon, quite a determined Pokemon. From what I can remember, you know, Bulbasaur got beaten up quite a lot in battles and stuff, but he was always like really determined to fight on because he didn't want to let his trainer down. What can I say? Bulbasaur would just be a great Pokemon to have that determination. You have to keep on fighting, you know, to fight for its trainer, basically. What can I say? Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is awesome. Got a certain cuteness to it as well, I guess. Yeah, it's a walking sprout, I guess. It's the best walking sprout. So yeah, Bulbasaur, absolute amazing Pokemon. Definitely my favourite Pokemon of all time. Okay, so that brings us to the final two. And I mean, in my opinion, it's really tough to choose. You know, if I could like merge them both into the number one spot, I would, but I think that would be kind of lame, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to have to do it. And number two is Mew. I mean, where did I start with Mew? Just looking at that face, it just puts a smile on my face. It's just one of those kind of Pokemon. So obviously been a massive fan of Mew ever since the first movie as well. You know, obviously Mew was the hero. He was like, you know, he's the only one that could, you know, stand up to Mewtwo. Mewtwo was just kicking everybody's ass, but then Mew came along and, you know, offered a bit of a challenge for him. Yeah, so obviously I was supporting Mew all the way. When I was younger, I was dying for him to, you know, get the better of Mewtwo. I mean, what's not to like about Mew? Mew's just got like a ton of personality. You know, whereas, you know, Mewtwo just comes across as like a bit of a badass, serious kind of character. Obviously Mew's like really playful. Comes across as playful and powerful at the same time, you know? I mean, you look at it, the way it acts, it kind of just like floats around and like makes cute faces and things, but, you know, if you cross it, you know, it'll kick your ass, you know? And that's another thing that I really like about it. You know, you look at it and you just see this like playful creature and you think, this thing can't be strong. But inside it's so bloody powerful, you know? There's a Mew scene that I absolutely love from the first movie. I've watched this on YouTube a few times. It just puts a smile on my face every single time. But it's when Mew, like, he sees this windmill and he obviously approaches the windmill and he like starts riding the windmill. It's so adorable. Really adorable. I love that scene so much. Like I say, definitely one of those like scenes that, you know, puts a smile on your face. So yeah, what can I say? Mew's awesome. You know, what could be better than Mew? Apart from number one. But yeah, number two, Mew, absolutely awesome. Could be my number one, but just missed out in my opinion. And that brings us to the number one. So what could possibly be number one? What have we missed out, guys? Could it be Mr. Mime? Could it be Jinx? Could it be Grimer? Who could it be? It is, of course, Pikachu. Yep. Not very original, I'm sure. But yeah, Pikachu has and always will be my number one favourite Pokemon of all time. I really like Raichu as well. You know, if we didn't count Evolutions, Raichu would probably be on the list somewhere. Obviously not ahead of Pikachu, but it would be on my top 10 somewhere, probably. Because Raichu is really cool. But when it comes to my favourite Pokemon, in my opinion, nothing beats Pikachu, not even Mew. You know, Pikachu's, he's just got that likability about him. You know, it may not be like, Pikachu might not be the strongest of Pokemon, unless it's Ash's Pikachu who's just like, you know, overpowered. I mean, what can I say? Pikachu's just so adorable, what can I say? Also comes across as quite a loyal Pokemon. In my opinion, definitely a Pokemon that would stand by you, probably, I would say. If Ash's Pikachu's anything to go by. But yeah, I don't think I can really say much more. Pikachu's just awesome. Pikachu's amazing. I'm sure Pikachu is on a lot of people's lists. Probably a lot of people's favourite, I would say, as well. So yeah, not very original, but yeah, I'm not going to lie. Pikachu's my favourite. I mean, is it the cutest? I mean, it probably is. I mean, probably either Pikachu, Mew, or Lapras, probably. Because Lapras is really cute. Butterfree's really cute as well. I don't think I mentioned that. Butterfree's actually really cute as well. It's got those cute eyes. So anyway guys, yeah, that is it for this list. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Rather than just talk about games, talk about, you know, a TV show. Or I guess it's kind of related to games, but, you know, it's something a little bit different. Something I don't usually talk about. So, yeah, I thought I would go with this. I might do a list from my top 10 favourite from the second generation maybe as well. If that's something you're interested in, definitely leave in the comments below. Because yeah, I would kind of like to do that at some point. Maybe top 10 least favourites as well. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I thought about maybe doing a list for like favourite, you know, characters as well. But to be honest, I don't really remember liking like too many of them. I know for me the characters, they didn't really like change much. It was all kind of samey. I mean, in my opinion, you can just like sum up the three main characters in just like a couple of phrases because they don't really change much. You know, you can just say, "Hi, I'm Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. I want to be the world's greatest Pokemon master." You can say, "Hi, I'm Misty. I used to be a gym leader and I like water Pokemon." say, "Hi, my name's Brock and I want to be your boyfriend." You know, they just don't really change much. You just, that's basically their characters summed up, you know? It's crazy. I mean, to be honest, Brock's probably my favourite, from what I can remember. I just remember him being really, really funny and entertaining. Second favourite would probably be Ash, then probably James from Team Rocket. Again, James is just bloody hilarious. I always kind of felt sorry for James because Jess just bossed him around all the time. Poor James. But anyway, yeah, that's probably my three favourite characters, I would say. I mean, I remember liking just, you know, Brock releasing his Pokemon. I found that even funny. You know, just the amount of like emphasis he'd put into it. You know, Geodude, go! Onyx, go! Yeah, it was just really funny. I mean, who could have thought somebody releasing their Pokemon would be funny? But it's just the way he comes out with it. It's just really funny. Like I say, Brock's awesome. Anyway guys, yeah, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Definitely leave in the comments below if you've got like some favourite Pokemon, if you've got a top 10 list or a top 5 list. You know, definitely leave in the comments below. Definitely be interested to hear your guys' opinions. Or maybe even a top 5 least favourite. You know, it's up to you. So guys, thanks for watching guys. Really appreciate it as always. And yeah, thanks for watching.